So we have bumper cars and we have Tubby and Chubby in one car. So here's Tubby and Chubby in one car moving along. Okay? And we have Melinda, and Melinda is going to be sitting still. So here's Melinda's car and Melinda. All right? After the collision, they are going to bounce. Okay? They're going to continue ahead. So we know that Tubby and Chubby are still going to go in this direction. And Melinda, well, she should be going in that direction as well. Okay? We need to now get our numbers. So let's talk about Tubby and Chubby. They have a combined mass of 200 kilograms and a 100 kilogram car. So M1 is going to be 300 kg. All right? They have a velocity, V1 will be 10 meters per second. Okay, so there's my 10 meters per second over there. Poor Melinda is sitting still. She has a velocity of 0. So Melinda, her mass is 25 kilograms, and she has a car that's also 100 kilograms. So M2 is 125 kg, and V2 is 0. All right. Now, after the fact, V1 primed, which is Tubby and Chubby together, will have a velocity of 4.12 meters per second. It's still going to the right, so it's a positive velocity as well. And we want to know what Melinda's new velocity is. Okay? So we got a bumper car. They're separate before, they're separate afterwards. That means they are elastic collisions. M1V1 plus M2V2 is equal to M1V1 primed plus M2V2 primed. So plug and chug, but I don't want to plug and chug. I'm sorry. I don't like putting in numbers first. I did it for half the worksheet, okay? So I should have made you happy, but I want to move letters around. Now, in all seriousness, you need to practice moving letters. You will make more mistakes moving numbers around because it's harder to catch mistakes. And you want to be challenged with moving letters around instead. Okay? Get out of your comfort zone. So, I am looking for that. I'm looking for V2. So the first thing I can do, if I'm doing outside in, getting to that V2, is I need to subtract my M1 V1 primed from both sides. So I have M1 V1 plus M2 V2, minus M1 V1 primed is equal to M2 V2 primed. Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by my M2. Yoink, yoink. So I have V2 primed, Melinda's velocity, will be M1 V1 plus M2 V2 minus M1 V1 primed, all divided by M2. 2. All right, let's move this up. Plug in our numbers. So parentheses would be a good idea. We have 300 times, I'm not going to use parentheses for multiplication because I want to be careful with my parentheses in my calculator, plus 125 times 0. Oh, I probably could have crossed that out to begin with. Gone. All right. Plus M2 V2. So M2, M1. We're doing this one here, M1. So that's 300 again. Times, and that's a minus. Wow, I'm messing up a bunch. Minus 300 times our V1 prime, which is 4.12, close parentheses, divided by Melinda's mass and car, 125 kilograms. So Put in my calculator, I have parentheses 300 times 10 minus 300 times 4.12. Okay, close parentheses, divided by 125. And we get Melinda's velocity afterwards to be 14.1 meters per second. All right. Is the direction correct? Is it? We have this as a positive velocity. Melinda's going to the right. Tubby and Chubby are going to the right. Tubby and Chubby before were going to the right with a positive velocity. Okay? Yeah, it should be correct. So she is going to the right, and we have that as a positive answer. So we are good.